Hello everybody and welcome to Let's Try. My name is Retromation. This is Aces and Adventures, a deck building RPG that I'm very excited to be getting back to here today. One of my favorite games that's come out in the past year, and they've just given a huge new reason to like it even more. So a few updates back, they added a mode called the War of the Branches, which is a quasi-roguelite style mode, but they have now added something called the Invernal Spiral, which is the thing we're going to be checking out here today, which is going to be kind of its own standalone thing for if you want to check out an actual roguelike deck builder mode. You actually get to modify your deck and to run a whole lot more. It's more akin to like a Slay the Spire or something like that. And I'm very excited because I've been wanting that since I played it for the first time. So let's pop on in and give it a go. I'll try and go over the basics again. I played quite a bit of this game, but it's been a little bit for me. But it's not too complex. It seems complex at first sometimes, you know, for some people, but it's really not too bad.
I must earn the dawn.
Let's pick Ravenmeyer here. You may mulligan cards. So basically what we're going to be looking for in a hand is kind of like a standard poker hand. So I'm kind of fine with that. But basically what we have is this huge spiral. It's just this big roguelike campaign here where we're actually going to be able to modify our deck, etc., etc. The base game is a little bit more of an RPG where you create your deck at the beginning of the run, and you can make a few choices here and there by leveling up. But it was more of a standalone RPG, and this is full-on building. So what do we get here? Choose one of the following cards.
The hunt just got easier.
Oh my. Defense consumable, deal 10 damage to an enemy, negate the target's traits until your next turn. Whenever you're about to be defeated, heal for 10, deal 5 damage to all enemies, negate all enemy traits until your next turn. So it's basically single target, nuke, and remove their passives, just, you know, if somebody hard counters you. This is same thing, but AoE, and then this is just, if I die, I want another try. Let's just go with that one for now. I cut him off. All right, one moment. Okay, so we don't get a choice right here. First things first, we do have an encounter no matter what, which is good because we'll get to go over the basics of the game. Generally, what you need to know is that we are trying to attack with, you know, poker hands. So, like, right here we have a pair of 8s that we can attack with. So we can more or less attack with, you know, these two cards, and they need to, in this many cards, their defense stat, in 4 cards, they need to draw a better hand to successfully defend themselves. So basically, they would need to get better than a pair of 8s in 4 cards. The way that stat is determined is our attack versus their defense. So increasing our attack means that they get to draw less cards to potentially do better than a pair. If they have more defense, they get to draw more, you know, all that. And the same thing kind of applies, sort of, to them attacking us as well. But we also have a whole bunch of abilities. We got deal an attack damage to an enemy, so we can basically sacrifice a card and our attack to just do a damage to them no matter what without even having to win a roll. But it's not very much damage. This we could do 2 damage because it is 2 cards. We have another one. Gain an attack, an additional attack, and recharge Raven's Flight. So we can attack a second time. Wild Suit and Wild Range +1 for a heart until the end of the turn. Hell, we could attack for a triple. You know what? Sure. Let's start out with a triple. We'll wild that into an 8, and we'll attack for 3. So now they need to beat a 3 pair. Or wait. 3 of a kind on 4 cards, which is very unlikely. Offense and defense is equal to their current HP. Yeah, so taking them down to 2 is going to be really, really nice because their stats have been weakened greatly. Okay, so they're trying to attack me with a king. Their attack versus my defense is how many cards they get to draw to potentially deal damage to me. I can match them with a tie, which means that nothing happens. So I'm going to go ahead and do that.
I invite you to run.
I invite you to run. Wild range +4 for a spade in your hand until the end of the turn. I mean, we could get lethal, but part of me is thinking, let's go ahead and just slowly but surely poke you down, not waste any of these resources, because if the main mode is anything to go on, these are going to stay in our hand. And also, a successful defense actually is a counterattack. Okay. So, maybe it was a lot right there, but what if I told you more or less that's everything, right? Everything, you know, is going to have unique little taglines on it that will modify how it plays. You know, the enemies have different abilities, but more or less, that is what we're dealing with. Gain a max health, add an ability to your deck, create a copy of an ability, add an ability, upgrade an ability. Ooh. I kind of like that. Overdraw 3 abilities. I believe that it will mean that we can draw more than we need. Reduce the cost of an ability. I really like the sound of this. Yeah, okay. So we really do get to just overdraw like crazy. So we have a summon as this character. Deal +1 combat damage to enemies adjacent to Fenrir. So we can basically put you down here, and we can do more damage to enemies that he is standing by. I'm going to go ahead and just slap you right in the middle. Leaping. Oops, hold on. It was just about to come up. Leaping. They move ahead of the defender in turn order after a successful attack. So we really could just straight up win. I'm going to use the Raven's Flight. Because we do extra damage because they're by Fenrir. Do we want to risk them attacking us? We could obviously do reload. And there's nothing wrong with that. We could get a free... Like, we could get a win. Otherwise, we risk them attacking us for 3. They get 3 cards to try and get a good hand against us, which is a little bit scarier. All right, fine. A lot of cards. Okay, let's upgrade an ability. Wild Suit range goes from +1 to +3. Remove 2 cards from an enemy's combat hand and deal a damage. Gain an additional attack and overdraw 3 cards. It does get rid of the Raven's Flight part. +2, so it goes from wild range +4 to wild range +2, but it can go to either black card. Deal 1 combat damage to enemies adjacent to Fenrir. Deal a damage when placed as well. Okay, but his cost goes up to 3 cards. But it's not that much worse. It's a spade, a heart, and a random card, like a card of your choice. I'm going to say yes. I think that that's going to be worth it.
The hunt is on.
All right, same deal. I'm going to go ahead and pop you down. I think that's worth it. I don't really have a good... I don't really have a good thing here. I could do 2 ravens fletching on the 5, and I could turn it into a king, and I could attack with a pair of kings. Hip hip hooray. I think that just accepting 2 damage from Raven's Flight is going to be good, but this is going to be a nightmare, I actually anticipate. Because our character's not very good at being defensive. And this is going to be... Yeah, we have to beat a pair. Which, if I wild range this into a 5, we actually can defend it with the pair of 5s. Giving us, at least, getting us the kill here. We take those. We absolutely take those. Pair of 5s. Now this I don't think I can do anything about. Wait. I actually can. Wild range and suit for a heart. Glad we did those overdraws. Because now we can defend with a pair of 8s. Bringing you down to 1 HP, which means we have lethal already. Bye-bye. All right. Reduce the cost of an ability in your deck. Add an ability. Let's reduce the cost. So what would that look like? Oh. I thought that I would get to... I mean, I'm happy with it. I'm happy with it, but I was hoping I would be able to, you know. The thing is, the fact that I know that there's copies... Ooh. Ooh, interesting. So the elite rewards are, I'm assuming, are the fact that we get to do like a bang, bang, bang. You know, like we get to go crazy. We get to go absolutely crazy. Group encounter, card shrine. Being able to copy a card would be cool. So now that we have Fenrir. Yeah, so up there. We're looking for those.
I invite you to run.
Remove, wait, a 6 or lower to remove 2 cards from an enemy combatant's hands. So there's nothing special about any of these guys, not to be rude, but there's nothing special about any of them. Kind of want to go for the 7 so I can keep the 6 or lower. Because I don't have a particularly good hand here. So keeping my options open with the, woo, baby! Okay, so you're going to be hitting me with a 10. I could block it, or I could... I'll retaliate so that I can at least get lethal on the beetle. Okay, we can block that with the ace. A little bit scarier, but hey. Just a king. Okay. Very lucky. Very lucky pulls there. We have 3 6s. We could do the, we could do this. And then we could even maybe, like, reload. They even drew a pair, so I'm glad I took them down there. To be clear as well, 2 pair is not a valid hand in this game. It breaks the balance, so keep that in mind. If a 2 pair is ever up and you're like, why are you not doing it? That's why. It's not possible. I don't trust fully that I have this otherwise. Come on, draw less than a 6. I did not draw less than a 6, but I did draw a pair of aces to counter a pair of 7s. It's pretty easy. Pretty clean. I smell blood. We're playing the edgelord character, of course. I don't know. I don't want to spend too many resources. Because I think we're about to be going into an elite, aren't we? I'm going to go to the elite next, so... And we have disarming shots if it really doesn't work. We can think about potentially getting, like, a flush.
I can't miss.
I might regret this. We have no spade. You could easily get a pair on me. I think it's okay. Oh. Here's another thing that's kind of a bummer. Even though I have a pair, I can only block with a single card. That's something that is true for the enemies as well. If I attack them with an ace and they have a pair in their hand, they have to block with 1 card. It's just also to help keep things balanced. So I could obviously disarming shot this. Bang, bang. I could kill him with the queen. Is it worth taking? It might be worth taking 1 damage to go into the elite fight with a lot more resources. And we could even go into the elite fight with a pair. Yeah, I'm going to actively just take this 1 damage, and we have the disarming shots, so I think I'm going to ditch this so that we can keep the 4 for the elite fight. So, yeah, so it's not about that fight. Like, I'm willing to take that one just to go in very, very, like, a lot stronger. Create a permanent additional copy of a card in your hand. Wild range +1, and by card, that means, like, the playing cards. Wild suit for 2 cards in your hand. So, I guess we don't love clubs that much, so we could wild suit the clubs. So that's like permanent. That whenever we draw those cards for the rest of this run, that's going to be true. Okay, so we're going for the elite. There's just way too much potential rewards afterwards.
I'm not through with you yet.
Okay, so you're doing the 1 already. We can... What is Wild Ward? Suffer -1 combat damage from cards that have wild range or suits. Oh, interesting. Well, screw you then. I think getting rid of you as quickly as possible is a pretty good call. We actually have lethal if we want it. If we go for reload. But I'm not that worried. If you attack me, what is arc attacks? Because you're +1. Regain an HP whenever you draw an ability. Gotcha. Okay, maybe I get you out of here. Is reload... Yeah, because reload's free. Okay. I'm not going to say it's, you know, not a lot of resources, but popping an elite down to just being 1 unit right away is really nice. Pair of queens. I could retaliate as well with a pair of queens. If I ditch both of the... If I ditch a queen and an ace, I actually take damage. I think I just... Retaliating with a neutral seems fine to me, right? We don't take anything. We don't do anything. Ooh. Oh, come on. You on 3 cards. You got to draw 3 cards. Don't tell me you beat 2 kings. You do get a pair, but not enough. I still have disarming shot in case this is really scary. A single king. I don't love this. Like, I really don't love it. But I think I can afford to do that. Okay, so we can either overdraw 3, go to a merchant, which is good. Merchant, you use the cards you have in here. We can level up, which is a very important thing. Short rest, which I think is mostly a heal. Let's get a level up.
I must become stronger than the darkness.
Oh, you still need to get the meta level ups to do these. Gotcha. You deal an additional combat damage with single cards. Deal double combat damage to a non-adjacent target if you have a spade. Adjacent being us standing by them. Deal additional combat damage with a single card. So I can make them non-adjacent just by putting the wolf in front of me as well. If it contains a spade, they don't both need to be spades, because that could turn a 2 into a 4. But it also has, like, it has a couple contingencies. Fell feather bolts, am I really, like, how often am I going to be successful on solo hits, though? This is a tough choice. I'll go for the fell feather.
The ravens are circling.
All right. I mean, certainly this doesn't count, though, right? Oh, that counts as a single? No. That counts as a single attack? Single card attack? Okay. Well, never mind. I made the right call. We have a 7, 8, 10 jack. There's a small but possible chance. You have guards, so we can't attack anybody else. Small but possible. This is gonna probably be the worst. Ouch. It's gonna be the worst stretch here for us. A 9, I can beat that. And we actually get to do 2 damage back. That's right. So we also get to do extra damage on retaliations. That's very appealing. This is not a heart, but I am willing to sacrifice it. Okay. So we can get you out of the way already. We could even reload, which I'm down with. I'll trash the 8 since we have 2 7s. We just have you. All right, we're getting somewhere. A king.
This will be your grave.
All right. Bye-bye. Dang. Really feel like I can move quite quick in this, too. I'm kind of curious about an event. I've not added a single ability to my deck. I kind of want to. Elite group encounter, gain a weapon? Ooh, add a buff to your deck up there, though. That would be an ability encounter, ability elite buff, event, overdraw. Let's go for an ability elite group, and let's get a weapon, which I think is like a passive buff. Sacrifice your summon to cancel an incoming attack. Inverts all the healing of all enemies whenever you deal attack damage. When you deal attack damage, deal 1 attack damage to the target. That's going to be nice. I think it says it's a reaction card, so I think... God, we're getting so many bugs. I think it's because we're like earlier on in the run, and it slowly ramps up. Oh, God. Banding. Gain +1 offense and +1 defense per ally.
I don't have the cards.
I don't have the cards. So that's a 2 damage situation. Otherwise, it almost just doesn't even matter. I think because of my passive, it's just probably better to pass, to throw that out there. 7? What? Jack. Retaliate. Gonna keep our king as well. Pair of aces. Now that's not great. We could Ravens Fletching the 10 and wild it down to a 6 so that we can Disarming Strike. It's a pretty big swing. I don't want to take the 2 damage. This is a nutso play. I'm fine with it. Just don't want to take the 2. Why would you do this to me? Here's the thing. If I can get through this turn, we should have a much better time. We can pop this on the queen, and suddenly we can block with a pair of kings, because that is a wild suit now. Fine. Fine. When you deal attack damage, deal 1 attack damage to the target. So theoretically, we have this if we go for Bing Bang. And then we can Raven's Fletching, or Tracer Bolt if we want to. Which I think I do. Because again, they get weaker when they don't have as many allies We have a pair of 8s and a pair of 9s. Nothing for a jack. We have a, 9, 10, jack, queen. We don't have it. I'm going to keep my pairs. Thank you. Top deck god. We have a full house. The sad thing is it's a complete waste to do anything about it. Yeah. Kind of sad. We become so strong with our single target pops. Like, it's actually stupider to do that than it is to just do this, which is so funny. But that's how we've specialized. I don't want to trash any or use any items here. So I'm just going to hope. Got a 9. Why use the card when we can just go ahead and... I kind of want to keep a card that's under 6 because of my abilities. Your spades deal an extra combat damage. So that's just a passive, though, that we have. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. We made quite a dent in the map already. What is Siphon? Entities with Siphon heal equal to the damage they deal with with a standard attack. The fun thing is I can do this, and then I could solo attack 3 times in a row.
I'm not through with you yet. You're mine.
This actually should do 4, right? Yep, because it's a spade. It's a boss, right? That's what it's for. That's why you do it. All right, boss is almost dead. The thing is, it's going to be really sketchy here. He has 7 attack, meaning he draws 7 cards to try and beat me. Okay. So I think he's going to hit me with this double, which does suck. It means he does heal up to 3. Fletching for a spade. We could put this up to 7. That doesn't do anything. Wait. Oh, wait. This could be a spade. Meaning we can do this and take none. That should autocorrect to 10. Yep. Yeah. Wow. The fact that he attacked for 7 and I got away with it is kind of surprising. Because that actually means we just win. I have no interest in spending my attack for nothing. That was crazy. Add a buff to your deck. Equipment. I'm going to go with equipment.
This is an improvement. A hunter's tool.
Usable item. Spend a card to wild suit a card until the end of the turn. That's so good. We can make something into a spade. Just do more damage. Oh, hell. I wish, devs, if I had one thing that I would suggest. This is meta progress stuff. For this mode, perhaps for this mode, could we remove these? I think that would be a dream. Feels kind of out of place in this specific mode, right? If that gets changed, then this is the perfect mode for me for Aces and Adventures. Like, I'm really digging it. I love the story mode as well for my own personal time, but holy moly. -1 combat damage from non-adjacent is good, though. Like, I'm not going to be upset about that. All right, so I don't need to go to an elite just for the sake of going to an elite. Heal 2 health. Am I missing health right now? I'm missing... I am. Do I normally have 9? Sapping. If it successfully attacks, you must defend or discard an ability. Gotcha.
In the crosshairs.
Reacting with an attack. I mean, so let me check something. Could I theoretically prism this into a spade, and then would Tracer Bolt do? Yeah, Tracer Bolt does 3 as well. I shouldn't have done that. 2 3s. Yeah, I have the disarming if I want. Async abilities can be used at any time. They will not interrupt the flow of combat like a reaction. Not discarded after use, but can only be used once per round. Okay. Okay. Reaction attack there.
Ravens are circling. Hold on. We could do... I guess we could just attack with the one that's already a spade. King. I think I have to take this. Okay. All right, fine. There's 2 options. Option number 1. Okay, well, he's going to actually throw away one of my abilities anyways. If he hits me. I was going to say option number 1 is hard sap prism the jack, make it a wild so that it can be a heart. And then buff it twice so it's a queen king, and then we tie. If the thing is, if I am going to lose one of my blood magics anyway, so it's kind of only like, technically only like I'm trading 1. What's happening? What are you doing? There we go. Okay. Silly stuff. Should auto... Yep, swap to king. All right. If that would have hit, I would have lost one of my abilities anyway, so it really was just like spending 1. Okay. I think I have 10 max HP. Armor merchants. I like event, elite. Maybe remove an ability. What would I remove? What's not useful in my deck? I know it's ironic considering that I just used it, but I feel like I'm most likely to ditch blood magic. I smell blood.
Evasive. When they wait. Evasive entities top deck when standard attack is about to strike them. If they draw jack or higher, the attack is canceled.
Get back in the fight.
Okay. So that is not a standard attack. I'm happy to do this, which that shouldn't be a standard attack either. They just literally can't do anything about it. The poor saps. Attacking me for 6 is ungood. I really do need to get more defense. King actually handles it. All right, now this one is... Oh my god, I got 2 queens. Okay. Event. Transform all of your hearts into diamonds. Transform all clubs into spades is so good. That's so good. What's happening here?
I invite you to run.
At the start of the round, entities with Flux 2 top deck 2 defense. If it's a red card, 2 offense. Wait, what? If 2 defensive red card, 2 offensive black card. Well, if you're under 5 HP and you fail a defense against an executioner, you're defeated. Oh my god! Can we not? This is bad. I need to save my my 6. I don't love my hand though, so like I'm kind of thinking maybe I Oh, wait. Nope. Nope. Stop it. It's automatically going. Okay, there we go. Now it should be 3. That's something. This is not going to be good. But I gave myself a lot of opportunity here to maybe draw better. I don't know, man. I feel like I need to go all out. Okay. That helps. I mean, that was so many resources, though. Okay. A 9. I think we have to go for the retaliate. We have lethal next turn, so now this is the worst thing. Woo, boy, and boy, is it bad. But we do take 1 less damage because he's far away from me. I have to sacrifice 2 cards. I don't actually care about pairs with this character. I care about spades. That happens every round? Oh, thank God for reload here. Definitely the scariest so far.
In the crosshairs.
It's weird. We just want to kind of want an under 6. All right. Worst comes to worst, we're probably fine here. But, yeah. Nothing to really do about this. Just go ahead and accept it, and then we get you with a free kill here no matter what. There's definitely an argument for using, like, the 7 there. Okay. Trimming the deck down so we're more likely to draw our good stuff. But that was a very sketchy fight. Double attack. They attack twice per turn. Oh, boy. I have a pair of kings, and I think I want to save those. I have Disarming Shot. I want to save that, too. I actually have a flush if I... No, I don't. No, I don't. Because then I'd have to spend a card to... Yeah. I almost have a flush. Okay. Healer, restore 1 HP to their allies at the start of their turn. Entities with regen gain 1 HP at the start of their turn. Okay, the good news is we needed that one dead so that if this guy attacks me twice, I actually might be able to ruin his life. All right, fine. Let's go for the tie there. Pair of queens. Sucks to be you. Solo king. Sucks to be me. Doesn't matter what the suit is. Just needs to be better than a 7. All right. Good. Handled. Absolutely handled. Cycle the deck a bit. Oh, that's for one turn, isn't it? Oh, it's for one turn. Gotcha. I could kill, but I can also just save the Raven's Fletching and just kill this turn instead. Again, this is just a good way to cycle through my deck a little bit better. Bodied. Merchant or armor? I feel like how many cards? I only have 2 cards in my hand, and that's like, that basically is your gold, so I'll take the free armor. I'm not trying to skip through his text, but dang. Add an ability to your deck. God, I love the pace of this so much more. It's like, it's really long of a run, but like it's a very, very long run, but it's so snappy between things. Like, if this was the ending, like, I get it. You have so much more deck building you get to do by going on longer, but holy moly. It's probably, what, like a 2 to 3 hour? Select an ability. After you defeat an enemy, you heal equal to the overkill. Deal attack damage to an enemy. The target moves to the end of the turn order. Return a summon to your hand. I think this just makes the most sense. Because it's uses a black card.
The hunt is on.
Is the turn order like... By turn order, you mean this? Spell ward. Suffer -1 ability damage. Huh. You have guard. We could do 4 damage to you. We have 3 9s. Whew. We almost have you. Is it more... It might be more beneficial to just save that at this point. Because this is my attack. He has guard, by the way. That's why I'm attacking him and not the healer. There we go. So it's +1. Your spades deal +1 combat damage. So for every spade, we actually get to do 6 damage to you. That is crazy. If you freaking... Yeah, I was going to say, if you draw 3 of a kind, I'm going to be livid. So that's my entire hand, though.
Before the fungus takes you.
I mean, it's worth.
The ravens are circling.
Okay, we got a pair of queens. It's really not even better than just this. We save our pairs for defenses. I don't think that there's anything inherently too wrong with just...
In the closet.
Just do that for now.
You will make a fine mushroom.
And that's why. That's why we save the pairs for defense. Heal 2, remove an ability, add an ability. Reduce the cost of an ability is very appealing. Because upgrading... it's strange. Upgrading abilities... The way they have it, because like the way the meta progression works in the base version of the game, the more RPG style version of the game, upgrades are not supposed to be strict upgrades. They're supposed to be better, question mark, with a little bit of a trade-off. But reducing the cost of an ability is just straight up better. So I'm going to do this, regrettably probably remove this, but it just means we're more likely to get the things that are absolutely stellar. Defensive. Suffer -1 attack damage. Does this count as an attack? It sure do. You have 7 attack, which is not good. Please draw a spade. Pair of aces is terrifying. Confletching the 10 to block with a pair of aces, which means we have lethal on doing literally anything. We have a pair of 6s just sitting here, though. I don't think I want to. Let's set up for later. Never mind, that doesn't set up for later. I forgot that's for turn. Reduce the cost of an ability. Tracer Bolt for free is silly.
The hunt is on.
God, it's just so easy to keep going, you know? Also, I love Iron Bear. He's just a guy, more or less. I don't think I even want to use Fenrir on him. I'm just not worried about you. Should I be? Maybe. I don't know. Should probably save the pairs, whatever. See, the thing is, if I do it this way, he gets a chance to defend on 4. So let's just utilize this as the 3. I think there's nothing wrong with it. We could do the standard Fenrir, the less upgraded Fenrir. I'm down with that. We should have put it down first for optimal play, but pair of 8s. That's freaking lethal! Oh my god! Alright, let's do one more boss. Your next attack also deals damage. Wait. Oh, this is an ability. I think another reload is just as good as it gets. Do 1 damage to all enemies. It's interesting. Double attack, powerful attack. Alright, punk. Oh, we get Fenrir as well. They do +1 attack damage, and they attack twice per turn. Okay. Well, now you don't attack +1 per turn, so screw you. I think I want to keep my pair of aces and just even keep my reload for later, probably here.
My sword parts mountains.
Yeah, because then we can hardstep prism this into a spade. You're almost dead, aren't you? Wait, what? What? Why did it? Okay. You're almost dead. We killed you. I'm busted. Well, okay, you're not dead yet. You do get to do a little bit of something, something. There's nothing I can do about this one.
The hunt is on.
That does hurt. That does indeed hurt. But it's also killed boss. Buff to your deck. Whatever. +1, wait. Oh, that's right. Buffs are actual cards. So this is something we can basically put on ourselves for, later. +1 combat damage per space in the turn order to the target. Your face cards are all spades, if we want. Gain additional attack per turn, +2 offense with single... That's absurd. We'll hit that level up.
This time, I will
Each face card you use in standard combat causes the damage to be double. Oh, we should have gotten the other power. So now we do a face card. A face card spade does 3 damage. So it'd be 6 damage. That's nuts. That's nuts. We have created a very overpowered build. But, so yeah, that's like... It's a good chunk of it. Probably, what? 2/3? Not a third. 2/3? 2/3 or a little bit less. But I really enjoy it. I really, really enjoy it. If you went fast, you could probably blitz this out in an hour 10, hour 20. Because the pace is super, super good. But, God, it's always been such a solid, satisfying game. Now that there is this mode here for those who, aren't interested in story or whatever, it's great that this exists. I know that this would probably be more digestible for like a YouTube format kind of a thing, but man, I cannot stress how good this game is, though. It's currently on sale, it looks like, for 25% off until the 24th for a couple days here. I do recommend it greatly. But yeah, the main mode has like amazing storytelling, writing, narration, all of that. It's just truly a fantastic game that I really, really recommend. But I know fans of this channel are big roguelike fans, so this is going to be by far the most roguelike-y mode that you're going to get, and I really enjoy it. It's so good. So good. My only critique is that I would love if all heroes had all of their level up unlocks available by default. That's it. I feel like in this mode, it'd be all right. Because then you could be like, this is your standalone roguelike mode. It's like, you have your story mode, which is just like a single-player RPG. You have the kind of roguelite mode where you get to make a deck and go in and do kind of a roguelike-y thing, but you have a pre-made deck from the start that you make out of a collection. And then you have this mode, which is a roguelike mode with typically, except for that, no meta progression, right? So at the end of the run, I would level up this character, and then they might unlock that, that extra option. But it'd be cool if that was done away with entirely, and hopefully it will. Alas, that is that. That's going to do it here for today. Thank you for watching. Check out the channel. Roguelikes and more every single day, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.